Hey, it's Dan with TechRunner. I'm going to give you some simple tips if you are struggling to get your digital marketing going, to get your social media posts going. Uh, I feel like there's a lot of people who are stuck. If you haven't created a basic marketing process for you and your business, you need to. If you're stuck thinking that it's this incredibly difficult thing that you can't do or you need to be perfect before you post anything, I'm going to help you get over that. We're not a marketing company. We don't have a marketing firm. We do everything ourselves. I'm going to show you what we do, and hopefully it helps some of you out there. First of all, let's get over the idea that you have to spend a ton of money and have this huge budget to record. All right. I'm going to show you behind the scenes here. This is our recording studio. It's about 6 feet by 8 feet. The combined cost of the equipment you're looking at, which is a ring light, a couple of tripods, green screen, also this lavalier mic, which makes a huge difference, which I'm not using now, but I will, and you'll hear the difference. The total cost of all this equipment is maybe $300. And you can definitely get all of this for less than that. So let's make sure that that isn't the barrier of entry. That isn't prohibiting you as a barrier of entry from starting to record. You don't need any of this. We choose to use this. So scrap that right out of the gate. So here we are in our big fancy studio. I do have the microphone on now, so you should hear an improvement in the audio quality. It might be subtle, but to me it makes a very big difference. I'm very happy with our video since we started using it. Same with that $23 ring light that's behind our iPhone that we're using to film this right now. Little things make a big difference. So what are we filming, right? Here's step one. This is where we really get started here. What we do is we pick 3 articles that are relevant to our industry, and then we post those articles alongside a video intro. Now what the video does is it gives us a chance to prove ourselves as subject matter expertise to public stories that are accessible and people might actually scroll past in their news feed. So I'm going to do this right now, real time. Hang on. Okay, so we have an article about cybercrime being extremely sophisticated and nations actually hiring criminals to act on their behalf for whatever nefarious purposes that they have. So in addition to there being rings of cyber criminals all over the country who are trying to get your data and trying to lock you out of it and trying to hold you for ransom, governments are actually going straight to these people now. Instead of developing their own teams in-house, they're hiring criminals to carry out criminal acts to try and hijack your business. That's completely insane. That's also as quickly as we do some of these videos. It doesn't have to be something that we're spending an hour on. No one's watching an hour-long video. Give you 30 seconds. Hopefully it sounds like we know what we're talking about by giving you a little bit of info about that article. Sometimes you stall, and sometimes you don't know what else to say, which leads to you coming up with, 3 hours worth of you making mistakes and stammering on camera, or buying time right now like I'm doing. But those things happen too. You don't post those, but don't get discouraged. Keep going, start over, whatever it is. Don't let it get in your head. You got a million takes. You shouldn't need more than like 3 though. So our next step is to add a background into the green screen, use some captioning software so you see all the words come across the video so you don't have to have your audio on to understand what you're seeing, and insert logos. Now this is completely optional. We've been doing this for over a year, and we've only recently really started stepping it up and adding those extra things. We were successful without them. They definitely help, and they go a long way, but don't let that stop you from getting a video up as is. So in addition to there being rings of cyber criminals all over the country who are trying to get your data and trying to lock you out of it and trying to hold you for ransom, governments are actually going straight to these people now. Instead of developing their own teams in-house, they're hiring criminals to carry out criminal acts to try and hijack your business. That's completely insane. The next step is to create the social media post. You know how to do that. Add that video that you just made, throw a link to the news story that you were talking about, and then insert hashtags. Which hashtags do you want to use? That's up to you. We use local ones. We use cybersecurity, right? That's relevant to our industry. We try not to use too many. We did use a lot at first. Now we started to scale that back. I don't know whether that's right or wrong. Don't use me as a resource there. I'm just telling you what we do. And then post it. Then post it. You don't have to wait around for the perfect take. Don't try and time it. Don't worry about that stuff. Just get it up there. It's more important that you create it and get it out than try and make some piece of perfection. The idea is that you're going to do this a lot. There's going to be imperfections. You're going to stutter. You're going to stammer. You're going to miss a word. You're going to misspeak. You got to be okay with it. And the more you do it, the more okay with it you'll become. As far as posting in bulk, we use Hootsuite. That enables us to schedule our posts, and we basically create all of our content on a Monday and have it all scheduled out by the end of the day, so that all the content for the coming week and into the next is already loaded and ready to go. So that way we take a chunk of our day and get value out of that for the coming weeks. We don't have to worry every day about what we're going to post today, what we're going to post tomorrow. We like to do it all in one day. If you're not at that point, or you're not ready to use scheduling software, then take a half an hour, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? Create your list, your tasks, write it out just as you saw ours, and use a to-do app, or put it in Outlook, put it in your iPhone tasks to do. What the hell is it called? I don't remember. Just put it somewhere where you're going to see it, and make sure you hold yourself accountable to do the work. It's not that hard. It definitely is hard at first, but gets way easier over time. And that's really what you want to get to. When you're in that place where you just, all right, great, it's marketing time. Let's shoot a video. Let's record it. Let's get it edited. Let's post it. Done. You need to be, you need to do it so that it creates the routine and you get the repetitions, and then the uncomfortable becomes comfortable. Just like anything else, you just got to do it enough times before you start getting comfortable. Don't be afraid of it. I hope you found that valuable. If you want to keep up with what we're doing and find more informative posts, you can find us at TechRunner IT on every major social media channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and refer, and get out there and get your marketing going. You're going to do great.